When you climb in another country, you are what you eat.
This is the best snake soup I've had all day. In fact, I think this is the best snake soup I've had in China.
Okay, keep belay. No, do not take off. No. Keep belay. Yes.
Coming, Todd, I show you one finger pocket. You love it. Yeah, come on, one finger. Two there, very good problem there. There? Yeah, three there. You may love it. Don't forget your stuff. Don't forget your other.
Well, there's a fellow who is a fairly widely respected ice climber from a generation ago who made the, to me, fairly ridiculous statement that ice climbing is dead. And I think that's it's amazing that anybody could actually say that. Because to me, it's the most alive and open-ended activity in the realm of climbing today. I definitely prefer first ascents over established routes because that whole factor of the unknown. When I look for a first ascent, I'm just looking for something that's beautiful and appeals to my artistic sense. And I think ice climbing is a very artistic thing. It's like climbing in glass castles a lot. The beautiful part comes when it all sort of melds together and the distinctions become less clear between what's rock and what's ice. It's just all sort of the unified field theory of ice climbing. It's all just climbing. You're bashing on something that's basically cylindrical in shape. It's got to displace somewhere, and it's got to be big enough to absorb that displaced ice, and there just wasn't enough there. The combination of just being a small volume of ice and that ice being brutal made it pretty hard. And there actually came a point when I was kind of worried about the whole thing sort of busting off and bashing me on the head. So, being not entirely crazy, figured it was time to retreat, which is really important to know when to do in ice climbing. I don't consider myself a rash and crazy person. I don't have a death wish, I have a life wish. And that's what climbing is a way of attaining that life wish. I guess climbing without a rope it allows the ultimate freedom. It's really fun to go out and just cover huge amounts of ice by yourself. Climbing on rope is really stupid. Don't do it. It's the craziest thing you can do. The ground is really hard and it really hurts, and it's forever.
Do this mountaineering all your life. Do this mountaineering all your life. do this mountaineering all your life? You like to do parties?
We just sort of climbed whatever happened to be around at that particular time. We had no idea that it would be that important.
Do this mountaineering all your life. You like to do parties? You don't come back from a party and reckon up how many beers you drank, how many girls you kissed, and so therefore it's an A party or a B party.
You can get so much out of climbing. There is so much there. There's so many approaches to climbing that I think it goes beyond being called a sport. And also, when it is the type of thing that you can be intense at throughout your whole life, you know, it's pretty hard to be, you know, super intense in hockey or football or baseball or tennis, you know, or, you know, extreme one-pitch cragging. It's pretty hard to do that all your life. But the kind of stuff that I'm doing, just maybe change the grade a little bit, and I'll be able to do that for a long, long time.
I grew up jamming in my basement jams. When the bass hit, it meant that I kicked my rhymes and I learned about science, about self-reliance, formed an alliance with my higher power shouted me with inspiration, the ability.
What do you get when you mix big muscles, desert sandstone, and something else?
And a black strap-on.
Mic working?
Moses came down off the mountain, delivered his words to the hundreds of thousands. Thou shalt not envy, lie, cheat, respect one another, everyone you meet. He said, hey man, walk in the land of Jesus.
Describe the first ascent of Moses for me, Steve.
Well, that was
First free ascent.
And we slept at the base and climbed, got up early in the morning, and then I hopped on the first part, and I couldn't do it. I mean, it was too hard. So that, I mean, you know, when you're all jazzed to start out in the morning, you can't do the first move off the ground. But then Ed did it, and I supposedly did it with a top rope.
That was my first experience on a desert tower, and I liked it a lot. I thought it was fun. It's definitely exciting. It's a lot different than sport climbing. Those pitches really aren't very hard, but they're pretty challenging to lead because the gear's not that good and the rock's a little weird, and so you're always kind of a little nervous about, you know, running it out.
Respect one another, everyone you meet. He said, hey man, walk in the land of Jesus.
few bolts seem pretty funky. One bolt we pulled out about this far in a hanging belay. That was sort of an eye-opener.
You definitely don't trust the gear. 'Cause I've had stuff blow out of me, you know, just the whole rock just blow out, falling on a friend. Climbing the ear is just like wrestling, isn't it? Where you got some guy beating on you and total body tension. And if you let up, that's it. You're just out of there.
Bitch! You better not put me on it!
Who would be calling me here? Hello? It's Ben Moon.
What does he want?
Where are you, Ben? You're up at Flagstaff. You're trying to do tree slab? Well, Ben, you don't have enough finger strength. Yeah, you need to come out here and train your fingers. Well, we'll be back in a couple days and we'll show you how to do it. Okay. Please don't call me for anything except emergencies from now on, okay? Thanks.
Pretty big wall there behind us.
I'd say so.
So let's run through your resume here and go through your experience.
Oh, no problem. Let me list for you all the climbs I've done with trad gear. Okay, let's
Just a minute, hold, you've never placed protection? Never.
Is that where you put your own stuff in it? No.
How are you crack climbing?
Okay,
Have you ever done any crack climbing? No.
Is that a big problem?
Well, I'd say that we're going to be climbing cracks up there and placing a lot of gear. Do you know how to pull gear out?
Okay, so I need to get to Europe to defend my World Championship speed title. I run into this guy at the trade show. He wants to do a film in Europe and he needs a subject. I say, hey, I'm your subject. A climbing trip to Europe. Killer, let's go. So it's supposed to go like this.
Oh, we got the clock going.
but it ends up going like this.
Ah, forget it.
This is Austria.
This is not Austria, you guys.
This is Austria.
This is
I tell
Scotland.
you.
Scotland, look at them.
No.
The first 2 days I was here.
Wir sind jetzt in Österreich. No, this is like Oakland. You're homie. This is my hood. I like that you're homie. This castle, building on the wall.
Okay.
Can you climb this?
Says no chalk allowed right here. No chalk allowed and solo climbing only. No bolts, no 8 hooks, no Phoebe hooks. I think that's his first ascent, 1938 by Hans. What's his name?
So what you used to do here?
I climbed this nice tower at night because the girls were waiting up there for me and for my friends. That's the main reason to start for climbing.
Okay. Ready for the business? Moist rock. Dead thing. Come on, baby. You can hold on. Hello. Come on. Where's the rest? Where's the rest? Come on, arms. Keep cranking.
That next bolt's not close enough. Uh-oh. I think jet lag's kicking in. Watch me look, gang, right there! Okay. Jet lag. You're up. Limestone walls all around us, but hey, we're going indoors.
Hey, turn out the lights.
So I've seen this film of Bernd Arnold. Guys behind the Iron Curtain, can't afford shoes, can't afford equipment, not that there's any to buy in the first place. But he's out there climbing 512s, barefoot, no rope, no gear. Totally blowing away the standards. Still to this day, you're not allowed any camming devices or any sort of modern gear. This is intriguing. We gotta go there and check this out. We've arrived here in the Alps and Stein. It feels unlike any other climbing area in Europe, a medieval forest of castles and sandstone canyons. We're psyched to climb. I just couldn't admit how scared I was. No bolts for protection. If there are, they're spaced way apart. Couldn't really use any sort of protection but slings. These guys are tying knots in slings and pumping them into cracks. Not even allowing chalk here. That's pretty darn scary.
Did you ask me if these bolts can take a whipper? Gotta go fast so that you don't sweat out, I guess. Don't nose me! Hectic. Oh, scheisse. I'm going for metal. Okay, we've done this in Tuolumne before. Hooking a horn. That's my last draw. I'm out of here. Going for the medal.
I'm not scared. I'm just looking for my chalk bag. Okay, I'm sport climbing again. Bolt above my head. Cool, your arms just kind of de-pump when you get a clip. We get this one local guy to show us how to tie knots and put them in the cracks. He's always telling us when the knot pops, the second time for sure it always holds. And we're like, what second time? You're dead. Yeah, we got camming devices that'll work for that kind of stuff. Now, have you fallen on one of these? Wicked. What all this fuss is, man. We chisel all this off smooth. We could put a like 3/8 inch bolt right there. Bomber. I'll let you test that all day. No wear on the rope. No extra stick. Just charge up your battery. Put the hole right there. Careful. Testing. Jeez. Woo. Okay. Okay, get out of there.
A1.
Hey, go ahead. Okay. Get it?
Go ahead. And you see how
Okay. Yikes! Whoa! That was that shot! So we come around a corner and we see the master at work. Bernd Arnold stuffing a knot in the crack with a stick. He's running it way out. We look up the grade on this thing, it's 512. "30 feet out, this guy's hiking it like it's 5'8". Pretty cool to see this guy at work. So you've clipped your first bolt, as they call it here in the Elbsonstein. You run it out another 20 feet and you're psyched, because here's another one, but really, how rewarded can you be? This looks like some rusty thing someone found laying around a railroad track. Big old pin they just stuffed in a rotten sandstone hole and put a ring around it. Carabiner verily clips the thing. So now you're psyched to go another 30 feet on a junky old piece of rust. This place is pretty scary looking. Rusty bolts and long distances between them. Kind of scary going around to the base of these routes in Elbsonstein. There's memorials to the climbers who died there. So we're talking about some pretty dangerous rock here.
shaking. You get the blonde American shaking in his boots on that. Oh, I love Elfenstein. It's about as good as it gets. Nice ring to wrap off. They make it really easy for you not to do the big whipper. I took mine for Europe already.
How much does it cost for a pair of shoes for you?
Yeah, this shoes cost about 1 month wages.
1 month wages? Wow.
There ain't no time to stop and wonder why. There's people killing people, and everyone looks away. We gotta stop this fussing and fighting. You know we got to get on down. We're getting high, the reason why. Trying to get our act together. Tell me now. What do you think? What do you think about? What do you think? What do you think about? What do you think? What do you think about? What do you think? What do you think about?
So now that the communists are gone, and you have the new equipment, how has this changed climbing in Slovakia?
The climb changed, yeah, of course. The people started to climb more abroad. They travel more to abroad, so that's why they climb harder road. They have more equipment.
So, Hans, I thought this was a climbing movie. What's going on here?
Flexibility.
Conditions dictate what we do. Fun.
First time for you. You better be careful, man.
No problem. I'll take
Stop,
it, man.
Hans.
I'm going.
Hey, Hans! Stop! Stop! Stop, Hans!
Man, you should ski control. Too fast. What is going on with you? Hi, Hans. Hey, thanks, dude. Oh, no problem.
Hey, dude, what's going on here? Like, you know, I thought you're a big-time rock climber, and what's going on here, dude?
You know, like he has to get some other dit because he can't snowboard, so he's got the hot dit to snowboard for him, dit.
Okay, film team made it to northern Italy. Got the decision between East Dolomites or South Arco, Italy.
Italy. We had ragazza, amore, cappuccino.
Big long routes, that's what I'm waiting for, I think.
But we have all the rain and snow, so where should we go?
Where would you rather be right now? Surfing the big waves in Hawaii or sitting here waiting for weather?
Let's go to the sun, man. I want to be in an area I can do everything, and here it's snow, rain, and we don't know what we should do now. Yeah.
We visited the location where the first Rockmaster International Climbing Competition was. They actually chipped the holes in the natural rock for the comp.
Holes look like something forged out of the Middle Ages, man. 1987, they didn't really worry about, they still don't worry about rock impact.
So what you're telling me, Hans, is that there's a tradition of manufacturing in the rock here.
For sure. I mean, a couple Hail Marys in these places like this and chop away. And the government supports this kind of thing. You know, church and state, church and slate.
So I think that Americans become more aware of sport climbing. I think that certainly my results in the World Cups are certainly helpful.
Feeling our love vibration, aim for the vision of your sophistication. You wanna run and make it up fast, down the makes many laying it down. It's a get back out the nation, intelligence. Unanimous slamming still wanna be. I'm a big green monster like a great Godzilla. For the millions.
Come on. Yeah, come on. Break it down, break it down. Well, I'm a lover, not a fighter. I'm a part of this, writer, not a figure. I'm a creator, I'm a giver, not a taker. I give to you, I can do you. Now I know you didn't need. I just 4 hours ago, you wrote brothers, not for sure. You was me, you don't know me, you were hard. You give up in the back, you attack, you look like you break it jack. Is it season time to read the company? You give me on, man, listen, don't give me missing my point. Watch me now, come on.
Gotta make them think they got the edge at the beginning, then wham! Smoke them at the end. Smoking.
All right, dude. 2 more rounds. Let's get 1 round at a time.
I can feel it coming down. It's gonna go fast. It's gonna go really fast. You want to hear an Italian crowd go nuts, man. It's gonna happen right here.
I never train in this sort of speed climb. It's my style of climb, only that it's not a secret. It's thanks to that.
Why couldn't I win just one? It's a sunny day. Start off 7 a.m. breakfast, Arco, Italy. 10 a.m. we do the grave 4 just outside of town.
Nice job. So how long did it take? 40 minutes?
12 o'clock noon, it's sport climbing at Masone, one of the most famous crags in Europe. 2 o'clock, it's off to the Dolomites for a special treat. Simon climbing on the big walls of the Dolomites. Yeah, right there. Gold and orange along the black and orange line. Oh.
Now he's tired. He's been climbing an Arco this morning. Now we're here in the Dolomites. There is snow. Tell us, Wolfgang, what about this apprehension?
This what?
This apprehension you have about this route.
I don't know. Never climbed here in the Dolomites. I think it's getting cold. Yeah.
What are you doing?
We are acclimatizing the hands. Or hands.
10 degrees Celsius as soon as the sun drops below that mountain.
We're losing the sun in about
gotta
10
move
minutes.
10 degrees Celsius. I mean, it's cold here. I told you before. Wolfgang, we need you, Wolfgang. With a little snow in your hands. You don't want a Californian to be out braving you in the cold.
The man must be crazy. The rock was a little wet on this one. I think that kind of added to the characteristic of the route. We used a little simul climbing on this route. Don't fall, climb, and don't drag me down. Half the time Wolfgang's belaying me, half the time he's got his hands in his pocket. Temperature's a bit cold for this guy. I'm thinking, hey, isn't he Austrian? Your feet slip every once in a while. You kind of get that feeling, wow, I'm not sport climbing. I'm out on wet rock. Every time I looked down, it was like big white saucers. Wolfie's eyes were just going crazy. We were probably going to get off in the dark, but it didn't really matter. We had a full moon coming at us.
Well, State of the Union, the boys are up about probably 2 pitches from the top of the ledge. As you can see, Alpine glow setting on the back peaks. It's going to be dark, probably 10 minutes. Looks like to me, they're going to be coming in the dark, probably get to the top of the dark. No headlamps, no water, no nothing. Sees what a video camera would do to somebody. Make them do stupid things.
Todd! You okay? We're bringing pads and hats.
Dockstein Glacier, Austria. Came here to do a speed ascent. Heard some guy did this wall behind us. 4 hours after rehearsing with the rope, checking it out. I'm going to try to onsite it faster than that. Drive today with these conditions. I think our speed ascent is going to be to the south of France. What do you say, guys?
Out of here! Bail! Let's go! Vamos! Auf Wiedersehen!
Les Gorges du Verdon. You must rappel down, and then when you are down there, pull your rope. Hopefully you are good enough to climb out of Les Gorges du Verdon. When you pull that rope, that's the only way you can get out. Travel down the gorge, it's a one-way street. You don't have to climb out. The Verdon Gorges.
Well, you just made it. The sun just went down.
Thank you. All that traveling really wears on you. Off!
So this is why everyone comes to France.
Mana dua. Mana dua.
And what could you do with this pocket?
I can like stick my finger in it and do absolutely nothing. Gringos in France. It's a problem.
The best climbers in the world live here in southern France. JB Turbo and Lynn Hill. When the weather is good here in southern France, you must climb. Because you'll know the weather is not good here for very long.
Raining? We got pizza. Good pizza. For breakfast, too. These French know how to live. Cold pizza for breakfast? C'est bon, c'est bon, c'est bon.
Hallelujahs. Haven't even gotten on the first belay legend. Scully's just like gripping. Get your ass up here. Let's get moving, Dag. What do you think this is? Fucking Boy Scout camp? Big mountain here, pal. 1,500 feet of climbing. Yeah, and I'd have to get hooked up with a Yahoo. You know, we learned how to ice climb in the desert.
Yeah. The desert?
Yeah, I mean, there's not...
Desert, yeah,
There's not much ice around. We had to simulate, you know, how to use these things.
Melons?
The melons, yes. And you just put these things in there and, you know, see, get the feel of how they work.
You know, like chopping steps. Oh, man.
I mean, we tried in the freezer, remember?
Oh.
But the freezer, the problem with the freezer is that the ice is just really brittle. I mean, it simulates bad conditions, and well, you can't get the swing because the freezer door's in the way, right?
The freezer is kind of a disaster, you know?
Ice! Nasty stuff.
But then to learn leading techniques, we had to do it in the side of this riverbed. You see, because it had all this really compact dirt, and you could actually get your axes and your crampons in the thing. And I mean, it wasn't that high, but man, it was scary. The protection in the wash was gnarly, man. These things wouldn't hold anything. I mean, I don't even know why we put them in. I guess because we had to use them. I mean, we wanted to see how they worked, and that was the best thing we had.
Oh, it was cool, though. Kind of, you know, putting them in was really cool.
Taking them out was easy.
I got you.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Roger, the clock is operating. We're underway.
Here, big one. Whoop.
A little more brittle than I would have thought.
Well, I'm glad I got waterproof pants on, I'll tell you that.
I said I don't wanna be no slave to that train. So I choose not to give away my individuality.
Oh, I like that.
But still, you try to read my mind and tell me it's a fair time. Yeah, yeah. But in my mind, no.
Had to tie that one off about halfway.
Mark got hit by a little ice here.
Rock, I think. Sun started hitting it and it started calving off the upper slopes, and man, we were just dodging pieces like there were no tomorrow.
Well, there's the damages of this little expedition, Mount Morrison. Imagine if that sucker, if that was your head.
So I think we're getting out of the rockfall area. How about you? Nice summer day.
Man, this is some kind of view.
That there must have been one cold urination. Good morning, Ronald.
Good morning.
How'd you sleep last night?
Good.
Nice and toasty? Good. Clothes are a little frosty there.
This is my slushy crystal geyser to keep me warm.
John used all the water.
Amendment 4. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed.
Got it, Gary?
Tick tock, tick tock, tick. What time is it? Sorry, running out of time. Light of the blind you don't readily see. What's in the hearts and what should really be. Black and white need to come together. Coming as one to break down the barrier. The Bible's born to keep us all beat down. One of the things the earth is fighting not round. He shine a light with bright right in our eyes. What time
Well,
is
in
it?
some ways, I'm pretty flexible.
Call the light of the blood. Say we're running out of time. Gotta open up the mud. To the light of the blind. Yeah. Racism used to keep us all separate. Program our mind with words we get interpret. Allegiance to a symbol that don't mean nothing. Freedom of choice, man, you must be bluffing. Censorship is weak and that's a fact. Just look what they did to Mortal Kombat. Unity and peace we cannot find. What time is it?
I feel like an old man sometimes, but not when I'm climbing.
In the light of the blood. Say we're running out of time. Gotta open up the mud. To the light of the blind. Say your will. Your
Sphinx crack just rocks. Rock me.
Here he comes, our boy. Soloing on up, dragging the rope behind him.
Go, go, go!
Kind of like sisters in gravity.
You always seem to spill something. It's not a trip unless you spill something.
Or forget something.
Or forget something or bring the improper equipment. So let's review. First thing this morning, we have spill the coffee. Okay. Second thing this morning, you have no rain gear.
Yeah.
And let's take a look at the clouds brewing over our peak. Okay.
Arnold's tying the famous bowline on a coil, trying to figure out if the mouse goes out of the hole around the tree and back in the hole, or in the hole around the stalactite and then back in the hole. Oh. The water bottle. My God.
You having fun yet?
It's gonna get a little colder.
Unblessed.
Somebody's jump, time dead, second time, north face.
Thanks, Murray.
I'd say we should get the out of here. We're out of here, man. This shit, just shaky camp. Man, what's going on now?
Now we're doing a final little descent down the snowfield, snow gully guy, because it's frozen like a rock, and we have rock shoes on, and we'll just go slipping right down.
All right, Murray, sounds good. Let's check it out. You know, the day just doesn't end. The day just doesn't end.
Children of the Revolution, there's a route I wanted to do for years. I can't believe I got it first try. I think the only reason is because I was so scared, I didn't want to take that fall. If you fall there, can you get back into the rock? There's no way I'm gonna get back on the rock, so you just gotta float the move, pray, and just send it. You know, I'm just trying to relax because my fear is like trying to grip me and take my muscles and make them useless. Besides, I don't want to take that whipper.
Yes!
Climbing ropes are like a cross between bungee cord and steel cable. There's a fine line in between where you want them to kind of set you down kind of softly. Man, I'm scared on that thing. I don't know what my problem is.
Which rappel are we at now?
I think it's number 10.
We finished number 10, ready to do number 11.
Okay, we're ready on number 11. Mom, I might be a little late for dinner.
There's our anchor right there, folks. The big spike. We're psyched. We're hoping this is what? It's not pulling?
The last rappel is always a doozy.